Not gonna drive like a dick. Not gonna drive like a dick. Oh God, I don't like being behind these guys. What if a big oh! What's going on, guys? Dalton with a D back with a brand new video. I'm very sorry. I know I've been inactive. I haven't uploaded anything, but I actually had a minor throat surgery a couple weeks ago, and then in my recovery I got strep throat, so my throat's been trying to get back to normal and heal up, and I really hadn't had that great of a voice for the past couple weeks, and I'm just now getting back to the point where I'm okay. Don't you fucking do it. That's Felicia. I was finna say something ugly. So basically, I had two growths, one on the bottom side of my tongue and one in the back of my uvula. And I've had the one on the back of my uvula for a long time, probably 10 years. And it's never been any trouble, it's never concerned me. It's a pedunculated tumor, or it was, meaning that it was kind of hanging from a stalk, kind of thing. Anyway, they're typically benign, they're nothing to worry about, and I wasn't concerned about that. But the one under my tongue, which I've had for, you know, some years, several years also, they've both been unchanged for years. And then I noticed that the one under my tongue had increased in size. And I used to dip stuff. I dipped Copenhagen and Red Seal. And, I dipped for around 10 years. And also used chewing tobacco. And at one point I smoked a pipe. Very nice pipe tobacco, like a fine southern modern gentleman. But and cancer runs in my family. Cancer runs rampant through my family on both sides. And even though they look like nothing to be worried about on the surface, it's always important. Anytime you see anything change like that, it's so important to have yourself checked out, guys. I had a kid that I went to school with before I moved schools, which I only moved 10 miles down the road. It wasn't a big deal, but one of my childhood friends died of cancer last year. He battled cancer for so many years. He would have cancer and it would go into remission and then it would come back, and it was just god-awful to see the suffering that he went through. And you know, it's not just people think about older people getting cancer and that happens, but you'd be surprised. You really don't understand how many younger people have cancer until you get here and you start seeing classmates and friends and people you knew, and you know, you don't pay attention to it at a younger age, and it really is very sad, you know. And I'm a healthcare, you know, I'm a nurse. I mean, I'm a healthcare professional, man. I see, you know, cancer quite a bit, usually more in the elderly, but so to dip back more into the happy side of things, the growths both came back benign. There was no worries, and they didn't think they were cancerous looking at them, and I didn't think they were cancerous looking at them. But my concern was, depending on the cause of these growths, they may be benign and stay benign, but there's some things that are benign that can eventually turn into cancer down the road. So that was my concern. It's better off if they're not hurting anything right now, but they could potentially down the road. Let's just get rid of them and be safe. So anyway, so that's where I've been the past 2 weeks, 3 weeks. But also, I hit 100 subscribers during this little break I've had, and which is awesome, guys. I really do appreciate it. Thank you guys so much. This channel is growing insanely fast, considering, you know, how inconsistent I've been between weather and then my surgery and all this. And you guys are rock stars, man. I mean, the views are coming, and the subscriptions are coming. Like, it's just, I'm blown away by having a channel grow this fast. But that being said, it's been a topic that's been brought up more than once, and especially in the Ninja 400 Facebook group, about a helmet setup and how people do their cameras. And I see people ask all the time. Well, spoiler for any of you who don't care to watch mine, because I've got one recorded that I'm going to upload for my 100 subscriber special. So yeah, woo, there's the big surprise, right? So I have a Shoei RF1200 helmet. Now, anybody that has a Shoei helmet knows that you can't mount a GoPro on the chin of the helmet like you can everything else. And I don't like the side mounts, so you have to get creative. And I actually got my setup from Motonocity, so my helmet setup video is basically a copy of Motonocity setup video. I mean, it's the same scenario. Literally, you watch Motonocity's video, but he's got a different microphone, and I also look down in the helmet, way up in the helmet with a light, and you can see where everything sits, and don't stop me now. I don't know why that truck looked like he was coming over in my lane. It was really uncomfortable. Get away from these rigs. I'm hoping the wind noise isn't going to be too bad. It's a little windy out here, but it's not terrible. And of course, as I say that, there's a big old gust just blowing into me. So I'm actually heading back to work. It's right around noon or 11 o'clock as I'm recording this. And I actually left work and made a drive about 25 miles to the house to go and take my truck home and come back on my bike. Because I found out I had a headlight out on my truck. But I don't know how well you can tell the sky from this camera here, but it is supposed to rain later on, way later tonight. But this is Texas, and the weather is testy and temperamental, so you never know what's going to happen here. But if we get a little wet, we get a little wet. I've got some Ziploc bags for God. Maybe it's a little windier than I thought over here. Damn. Not gonna drive like a dick. Not gonna drive like a dick. Not gonna drive like a dick. Oh God, I don't like being behind these guys. What if a big... Oh! I'm terrified that there's gonna be a big ass rock fly out and hit my... Oh! I gotta get over here. Fuck that. Oh, it can still hit me over here. I don't like that. It's making my toes curl just thinking about it. These rigs just come barreling out of that gas station, man. Always. How close he's coming up to that? Driving like a fucking idiot. A rig back there really had to get on his brakes and slow down because the other rig wants to pull out in front of him like a jackass. I love truck drivers, but there's some of them that are just assholes with those big ass trucks. Just like they're bikers that ride like jerks too. It happens. Okay, what are y'all doing? Oh, that's what they're doing. Nice fucking blinker. God, I gotta stop cussing so much. Alright guys, I'm back at work. Let's see how this goes. Alright guys, that's gonna about do it for today's video. Thank you so much. It's so good to be back. Leave a like, comment down below, subscribe if you're new. Thank you guys so much for all the support as usual, and I continue to look forward to bringing you the best and most entertaining content that I can do in a reasonable and remotely consistent time, weather depending, of course.